The Eerste River is the first river, and that's why the Dutch settlers came to this space. So the river connects everybody along its banks, so all the different landowners, and so it connects people to each other. And I see ourselves as custodians of the space, and in being custodians of the river, we're also custodians of our own biology, because we are 70% water. So how we engage with these water bodies is how we almost engage with ourselves.
So we're very blessed here on Spier to have probably one of the most beautiful rivers in the Western Cape flow right through our farm. Energetically, ecologically, a lot of what happens on Spier, a lot of our guest experiences are all based around the river.
I see these rivers as the arteries and veins of our planet, and over time the river has been degraded, and we've done a lot of work at Spier of regenerating these rivers, especially the work that Orlando and Wilton have done in replanting the forests along the river.
Okay, you can just leave one tree here. So we just rehabilitating this riverbank. It was washed in the last year's floods, so we just planting the trees back after filling it up with the soil. The planting will support the riverbank that it doesn't get washed away again. On this riverbank we have planted about 15,000 trees. Yeah, there's been a huge difference. I mean, we noticed the biodiversity has just gone very high. Lots of birds and other wild animals.
So we have porcupine, duiker, amazing reptile population, tortoises, all the snakes, all the wonderful creepy crawlies. What else comes to mind? Oh, we even have a family of black-eared foxes, Cape jackal. So yeah, it's incredible how quickly wildlife comes back even if you begin with small changes like replanting vegetation along the river.
We have transformed this agricultural space, historically wine grapes, fruit farming, to a much more natural state. So our grand goal is in the next 20, 30 years is actually to bring the river back to a state where it was 300 years ago with limited influence of the urban impacts on the river. In the background of me is Slangkop. It's one of the spots on the farm where, you know, it's a tranquil space. It's just the energy is different, and if you're tired of people, stresses of life, come and have a sit down next to the river.
We're also continuously picking up litter. And we'll have the whole of the Spier, all the Spier teams collaborating together, walking down the river and picking up all the litter, and it's extraordinary how much litter is actually in these rivers. So there's a lot of different aspects to taking care of the space. In the last 2 years we've had 3 in 100-year flood, and you could see the power of this river, and when she comes down, you know, the destruction that can take place. But it's also this reverence for the power of what water can do. And I think the work that Orlando has been doing on the river has been so important. And the work that we've been doing on the rest of the farm, because a river needs somewhere to, when that water comes down, it needs somewhere to spread. So if you create sponges, which is indigenous, the indigenous ecosystem, the soil has enough capacity to metabolize this enormous volume of water that comes down. With all the people who visit Spier and the various different water bodies that are on Spier, but particularly the Eerste River, the feeling of reverence, you know, and gratitude for this extraordinary river and what it's done over the years and how it's nurtured and created so much life around her. That's what I'd love people to feel when they sit next to the Eerste River.